Yo, so did y'all know that over 66% of Americans done had a one-night stand? And for the longest, I was definitely a part of that 34%. I definitely wasn't getting it in like that. But one night, I finally got lucky. But y'all not gonna believe what happened after the one-night stand. Listen to this, bro. Listen to this. So I start to wake up, right? It's kind of like the middle of the night. I just had my first one-night stand and I went crazy on Shorty. Went absolutely nuts. I look to the side and Shorty's there standing up, smiling, yawning. She happy at what just happened. I'm just like, dang, that was amazing, wasn't it? Yeah. Then out of nowhere, a loud noise coming from the living room. And I'm like, what was it? She was like, I don't know. And so I go and I peek through the door. Lo and behold, it's some in here robbing her.
They are in here robbing
so like,
and stealing.
I think somebody's robbing you. She's like, robbing me? What do you mean? So she goes, she peeks through the door too. And she starts freaking out like, oh my God, I can't, oh my God, what do I do? But she's doing like in a whisper voice so you can't really hear how loud she is. And she's like, what do we do? I was like, what you mean what we do? We need to survive. What you mean? So she goes, she said, fuck this. She goes and run in her bathroom and she locks the door. I'm like, how you gonna run in her bathroom and lock the door? She's leaving me for dead. Anyway, I go and peek through the door again and I'm like, and he looks over and he sees a crack in the door. And he starts to squint, walking slowly to the door. I look back, trying to get in the door. The door's still locked. I'm like, yo, let me in. This thumbprint head ass girl won't let me in the goddamn restroom. So I'm panicking. I go back to the door. I look through the crack just to see. He's closer to the room. So I'm like, God damn. So I find a little crevice in the corner of the room. I turn into Miss Incredible. I'm stretched out on the wall, trying to make sure like he don't see me, like I'm praying. So dude walk in the room and he's like surveying him. He don't see nothing. He walks around the bed, and I'm trying to stay as still as possible. I swear to God. So this nigga actually walked right in front of me, and if he would have turned around, I swear he would have turned me into dumpster juice. And so I'm sitting here, I'm trying not to breathe. He looks back at the restroom, and he starts walking that way. And then out of nowhere, his partner was like, "Hey, I found something." So he ended up walking out the room. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, yo, this got to be one of the dumbest robbers I've ever seen. Nigga can't even survey a room correctly. Anyway, I go back to the door. I start lightly tapping on the door. I'm like, hey, we need to get the hell out of here. Still no response from the shorty. So I'm like, God damn. So I go back to the door and I look. And the dudes, they're like, oh, I think we go in there. We go in there. And so they just end up leaving. I'm like, damn, like this is like the weirdest robbery ever. Surprisingly, very like non-violent. Anyway, so I go back to the door and I'm like, yo, like I think they left. And she's still not answering. So I'm like, all right, bro, fuck this. So I bogart my way into the restroom, and Shorty is passed out on the floor. Like, what do I do now, bro? I put my finger next to her nose to see if she's still breathing, and I don't feel no air. I saw it on movies, so I guess that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm not really sure that can tell if she's alive or not. But I don't feel no air, so now I'm like, ugh. Walk into the living room, I'm stressed out, and then out of nowhere, a dude pops up, and he's like, you got 5 seconds to explain to me why you're in my house. I'm like, yo, house? I thought this was her house. It's like old house. I thought this was her house. I'm pointing to the air because she's not even there. He's like, I will shoot you right now. Tell me who you are and tell me why you're robbing me and why you're here with my girlfriend. And I'm like, girlfriend?